and I'm a careers consultant with Careers and Employment. Today's presentation, we're going to look at making the most of attending a Careers Expo. Each year, the university hosts a number of expos for students on campus. These include graduate, internship, and volunteer expos. Firstly, we're going to cover the outcomes for today's presentation. These include understanding the purpose of the Careers Expo and why it's so beneficial for you to attend. You'll also gain an insight into some useful resources for both research and preparation. And you'll also understand how to impress employers, and I'll give you some tips and hints on how to do so. Firstly, let's look at what happens at a Careers Expo. A Careers Expo essentially allows you as students to meet employers face to face. It allows the employers to showcase the many employment opportunities and positions they have available within their organisation. This might include graduate, internship, or volunteer roles. It allows the organisation to talk about the many benefits of working for that particular company. They might talk about their professional training and development. They also might talk about the types of people they look for and the opportunities to potentially work overseas. It is about the employer selling their organisation as best they can. So, let's look at the purpose of the Careers Expo. The purpose is allowing you to showcase your skills, abilities, and personal attributes to that employer. It allows you to meet the employer face to face to discuss the many opportunities and ask lots of questions surrounding the specific areas that you're most interested in. This allows you to gain a deeper understanding of the industry in particular. These might be technologies or innovations or recent developments. It allows you to understand and research the specific skills that employers are looking for within their organisation. These might be more soft skills, including communication, interpersonal, leadership, problem solving, or initiative skills, or they might be more technical skills relating to your degree that you've studied at university. It's really a great opportunity for you to gain as much information as possible and to market yourself as confidently as you can to each employer. So let's look at why you would attend a Careers Expo. There really are a number of reasons, and it is about you obtaining as much information as you can from each employer. Really investigating the positions that they have available and understanding whether these positions, the skills they're looking for, match up to yours. It allows you to meet representatives from the firm. These might include graduates or interns, and they might give you a bit of an insight into what it's like to work for that organisation. They might highlight the benefits of potentially the training and development or professional training that they've received on the job. You might also speak to HR managers and consultants, or you might also be lucky enough to speak to senior managers and directors of that particular organisation. It really is about gaining valuable interview experience. You might receive some advice from the employer regarding the search for a job, and this information you can certainly add to your online application. The information that you might ask an employer might be different from a careers website or any other research tools you've used. So you can really stand out from other candidates by adding this to your application. And finally, it does increase your chances of gaining an interview with that employer. It might be a phone interview and then follow on to a face-to-face interview, but it certainly does increase your chances. So let's look at what happens prior to the expo. Really, research and preparation is essential prior to you attending the expo. Employers really do expect that you carry out some research on their organisation and be prepared to ask a series of questions. So, firstly, let's look at some areas in which you can conduct your research. One of the most easiest ways to conduct your research is via Google or any other search engine. Google allows you to understand about the particular culture, the environment, the types of people they're looking for, the skill set, and also about the recent developments or some big wins in regards to clients. You can also look online through the Financial Review, Business Review Weekly, and the Sydney Morning Herald. There's often a lot of articles written about different organisations. These could include technologies or innovations within that particular organisation and wider industry. Another great place for you to do some research is via social media, including Twitter and Facebook. Often employers have a Twitter or a Facebook page, and they update this information regularly and often on a daily basis. Information on these social media pages are often different from that from an employer's career page or from looking through articles in the Financial Review. You can also look through an annual report. This will give you some information about financials and also the different business units and what's happening in each of those particular areas. Another great place to research is via your contacts or networks. Tapping into these people prior to attending the Expo will give you an insight into what it's like to work for that particular company. So make sure if you know someone who works for an organisation that you would like to work for in the future, ask them as many questions as possible. These often revolve around the culture and the environment of that particular company. So let's look at research. It's really essential for you to narrow your research down as much as possible. It's unrealistic for you to think that you could speak to over 100 employers between a 4 to 5 hour period at our Careers Expos. I would like for you to narrow down your search to maybe have 10, 15 or 20 companies that you would specifically like to target. This will allow you on the day to have a really clear plan of speaking to each of those employers and prioritizing your list. Know the type of program that each of those employers offer. Know who they're targeting, and this means what disciplines they're targeting. Understanding information from a careers website, the products, the services, or the service lines is essential. For example, if you are looking at researching in the financial services industry, you might want to research some particular areas. These might include audit, taxation, financial accounting, management accounting, to name a few. This might be slightly different if you're looking for an engineering company. There might be levels of petroleum, mining, minerals. These are different areas that you need to research within that organisation's website. Always know yourself and your skills and your best selling skills for that employer. Analyse your knowledge, what you've learnt at university, what you understand from your degree. Also the work experience that you may have gained throughout your degree. This might be industry relevant or it might be a part-time job. Know how your experience and your skill set matches that particular organisation. This also means looking at the cultural fit. Lastly, a great place for you to start your research is through the Careers and Employment website. For the employers that attend our Careers Expo, we upload their information via the website. You can download this list. It allows you to understand the organisation's location and positions they have available. You can also understand the types of degrees and majors that these organisations are looking to target. This essentially is where your research should begin, in creating a list of 10 or 15 or 20 companies you would like to specifically target on the day of the Careers Expo.